when I try to consider what is it that I'm going to do on a stream, it has to satisfy 3 criteria. I just did 4. 3 criteria. Criteria number 1 is, will they support it? Criteria number 2 is, will they support it? And then the third factor, will they support it? Okay?
Here's Phil to tell you more.
What is up, everyone? DSP here, and welcome to Build with Phil, the Lego Piranha Plant build, night 2. Oh. Did I set up background music? I didn't have time. This is what I keep telling you guys, too. Like, I really don't have time for anything that you guys think, like, why didn't he set up background music? Why didn't he do this? Why didn't he do that? Do you want to know what I did? Here's what I did. I finished my stream earlier today. I went to my PC. I had to make thumbnails for the 2 videos, which took about a half an hour. What? Then I got the videos uploading. And then I went downstairs. I immediately had dinner with my wife.
Hungry.
After that, I cleaned up, washed up everything, the dishes or whatever. Went outside. I did some chores outside that I had to do for tonight. I went to the couch. I sat down with my wife for 20 minutes and had a cup of coffee. And then I came back up and immediately turned on the stream. And here we are. I didn't have time. I swear to God, people think that I have like insane amounts of free time. I don't. I just don't. If I did, I totally would have come in here and set up music. I don't have time for it. I don't even think about it. I don't have the moments of free time you guys think I have,
Ow, ho, 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 ouch. That got my thumb right there, but that's okay.
I received a $5 tip. Okay. I think you'd have time to put in background music if you hired an editor and you had Kat pick up on more work at home. Doesn't seem too hard to put in music. I had editors. I do still have some, but I had more editors. And
they're idiots.
It kind of fell apart with a lot of stuff going on. A lot of levels of harassment, trolling, all kinds of shit, okay? To be quite frank, it wouldn't even matter if I hired someone right now. I don't even think anyone would be trustworthy to be an editor of mine because of all the nonsense going on. Like I said,
all the LARPing,
as I've said, right? So, yeah, I wish that I could, but sadly, I just got to do a lot more work for myself these days, which means I just don't have free time. Kat does not work on my business at all because she doesn't. She has nothing to do with the business. She's not part of the business. She's not going to be doing anything regarding my YouTube channels or anything like that. So, no. She has enough stress in her life with the job she works.
Cooking meals, doing things around the house and her other things that she does.
She doesn't need to be involved with my work as well.
And they want me to take this fleshy rod and insert it right there into the hole. And then they want me to push it all the way in, as deep as it can go.
I received a $2.22 tip. He says, jam the rods in like a metal rod up your ass. Oh, there you go. Thanks for the tip. I don't know why this guy thinks about metal rods up an ass all the time. Maybe it's a fetish of his or something. We're now at 33 of support out of the 150 goal, everyone. Thank you for the consistent support. Let's keep it going. Guys, let's get some subs over on Kick. This has been a very slow week for Kick support. Let's get some support over on Kick tonight, okay? Okay. It's time to pour out bag number 6. Guys, hold on. Let's get some support. Let's get some subs. We have 0 subs on Kick tonight. We only had like a couple subs earlier today. Let's get some subs on Kick. Let's get a tip right now for Lego night. Let's get some super chats. Let's get some membership right now. Let's get some support. We're basically around halfway through tonight's build. Let's get it going. Let's do it for the Piranha Plant, man.
You have something inside that's disconnected from how you should be as a person.
I'm strongly debating getting that Mario Kart Lego. It's $170 though. But it looks insane. It looks like it would take us like 3 to 4 weeks to build it. It looks sick. It looks like it's huge for like the backdrop. Maybe it's too pricey. I don't know. Here we go. Great. So guys, again, if you're having fun with the Piranha Plant Lego build, please support the stream. If we hit the goal by the end of tonight, I will commit to doing another build in May. If we don't hit it tonight, then we're probably not doing another build in May. Because I'm going to do it if there's interest and support for it. All right?
Holy fuck.
If you're not having fun, then why are you here? Why would you sit in a chat of a Lego build knowing that this was going to be a Lego build, a chill Lego interactive night, and complain that it's not fun if you know that you don't like Legos? Why would you do that? Right? So if you're not having fun, leave right now. Come back when I'm doing games. Okay. Are we actually going to go all night with no support from Kick? Seriously? I wonder if we actually will go all night and have zero support from Kick. I'm just wondering. We're now at 56, so we're more than a third of a way to our goal. All right, guys. Thank you for pointing that out, Toasty Chestnuts. I appreciate that. Bottom line, it says it wasn't auto. Then why did it say that you resubbed? Because resub usually means auto resub, but okay. Now, how about you gift one? How about you gift one to the community? Okay, anyway. Are you fucking serious? We're going to turn this over. We're going to take this rod and shove it right in the middle so it's sticking out. And then that rod is going to go directly into the hole in the back of the piranha plant's head and go in the hole to hold it in place.
Nope.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It won't go in. That means it must not be straight. Oh, wait, am I doing it upside down? No. It's supposed to go in this way. Let me readjust it, okay? So try to get it perfectly straight. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it came off. Uh-oh. It won't go in.
Yeah, that's really bad, guys.
They can't figure it out. They fucked it up, and they don't even know what they fucked up. What's weird, so the rod is going in. It must not be aligned straight. It's kind of loose because it moves. See, the problem is that it rotates like that. So it doesn't maintain a straight angle. And that's a problem. It needs to maintain a straight angle to actually stick in correctly. So, I got to kind of use my finger here to maybe position it so that it kind of will be straight. And then maybe now I can do it. This is not working. Yeah, this is not working. They expect you to put... So here's how it's going to go. Imagine that the top is actually on there, okay? You have to get this rod into this hole. See that? It fits. It fits either way, it fits. But it needs to be perfectly straightly aligned. And how are you going to do that? It won't align. Wow, this is actually pretty bad. This one is actually quite bad. It does not just pop in there at all because that piece moves. So I'm messing with it and I still can't get it to be at the right angle. Oh, I got it.
Holy fucking titty twisting, what the?
In fact, I'll be honest, it feels kind of loose now. Like everything here feels loose to me. It doesn't feel tight or secure. Look, it's like popping. You see that? It's loose. It's popping off. That's not good. It's definitely not supposed to do that. So visually, it looks nice, but it's not one of the more secure Lego sets, I would say. It actually feels kind of like loose and janky with the way that they built it. I don't know why it's like that. It is a little disappointing. I want my Legos to be tight, and this one feels like it's moving. You can even see just going like this. It moves, the lips moving. It's loose from the top. I don't think there's even a way to get it tighter. Like, how would you? I did it exactly
Right? I have all the things the way that they've claimed to put them on, and
Nothing. I've literally done nothing wrong. I do nothing wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. I've done nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong.
They're just not very tight. Keep in mind, these lips are only secured by one rod in the front, so everything else here is loose fitting and moving. Yeah. But I'm going to be honest, look at this. It's lopsided. Like, you can't have it lean forward. If you do, it might fall. Look, it is kind of, look, it's unbalanced. What you need to do is evenly distribute the weight of the head by opening the mouth like that. If you don't, then it's going to flop once to one side or the other because the hinge is not a tight holding hinge. Okay? I told you guys, if people show up, engage, and support for Lego nights, for the Piranha plant, and it was only 2 nights for the record, only 2 streams, we would lock in and I would 100% commit to doing another Lego. Okay?
We didn't hit the goal tonight.
We didn't even get halfway to the goal. And in fact, there was a bunch of troll tips from an idiot who was doing dollar tip, who's already charged me back for the dollar tips because he's an idiot. You know, he was only doing it to be a dick. He saw that we weren't getting the support. He's like, I'll just distract Phil with a bunch of dollar tips. And then he charged them all back. So in reality, we probably only did around $60 of support tonight. Okay. Truth is, the audience that was here was pretty engaged. We had some good conversation. I really enjoyed talking with everyone and hanging out with everyone while I was also building the Piranha plant. I think the Piranha plant looks great. And what I was telling everyone was that if we hit the goal, what I was eyeballing was either like another video game related one, maybe another Mario one for the launch of the Switch, or a Mario Kart related one. They actually do have various Mario Kart related ones, like there's a Donkey Kong and stuff like that. But also, I was thinking there's a new one that they just announced. Now, it's expensive as hell. It's $170.
So, hint.
But it's a giant Mario on a giant Mario Kart. It's 1,500 pieces. So it's 3 times as many pieces as this guy. So you can imagine how big it would be, like my whole backdrop, right? And I thought it would be perfect. I thought, oh, this would be great because this will be a good setup for Mario Kart coming out in early June with the Switch 2. It didn't convince anyone, all right? And it's funny because people are like, well, why don't you keep doing Legos? Well, I probably will, but it's not going to be on stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, I probably will continue to do some Legos. And maybe I'll do some Legos with my wife, right? You know, maybe I could do it that way. But when I try to consider what is it that I'm going to do on a stream, it has to satisfy 3 criteria. I just did 4. 3 criteria. Criteria number 1 is, will they support it? Criteria number 2 is, will they support it? And then the third factor, will they support it? Okay? I told everyone way ahead of time. I hope that no one's disappointed. I said, just show up, engage and support with the Lego content. I'm happy to continue doing it because some of the builds I want to do, notably this Mario Kart build, is going to be really pricey. I need it to be supported. And it didn't happen. Okay? So it is what it is. Piranha plant, for now, will be my final Lego build. Maybe someone will convince me otherwise. You know, there's always a chance. I always want to say to people, even though maybe I've come to a determination or whatever, there's always a chance. There's always a chance that things could change or turn around. My attitude could flip. Someone convinces me. Sometimes people actually support after the fact. I've seen that, right? Like, people can't be there for the stream, but they're upset because they really like it. So then days later, they support and say, hey, you know, this was for that. Can you still do it? I don't know. I don't foresee that happening. But much like what has happened with Smart Guys, the initial idea of seeing me do something different works, but when it becomes a more regular thing, it doesn't feel special anymore. Since this is the 3rd Lego I've built this year, since I've now spent so many streams doing it, people aren't that excited for it anymore. Even though, arguably, I think this is the best Lego build I've done. I really like how the Piranha plant looks. I just don't think anyone's like, wow, this is cool anymore, right? You already saw me do these multiple times. You know what it's going to be. And it's not really interesting except for the hardcore, let's chill with Phil style audience. Smart Guys was the same. People wanted to see me have a show where I interact with someone else while talking about pro wrestling. It worked for around 4 months, and then the interest waned. So,
Fuck off. So, hint. So, hint. So, hint.